Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me for this tactical briefing ahead of the Bologna games. Now, I've had a look at their squad, and, well, they have a number of internationals. So, yes, Cargbo, I know you're an international as well, but, well, you're not making the Sweden squad, are you? Yeah, all right, now where was I? All right, yes, so we're all in agreement of the best way to approach this. All right, good. Okay, I'll make the call. Hello? Yeah, we'd like to order a bus to park, please. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 9, Episode 14 here at H&W Welders on The Impossible Dream. And speaking of The Impossible Dream, today it is a two-legged affair versus Serie A side Bologna in the UEFA Conference League. Got the wrong way around, didn't I? But, yeah, it's a massive ask for us, this one. If we look at Bologna, we saw last episode, they have many internationals in their lineup. Some players, this guy has paid 100 grand a week, which is more than I think we spend in a month on our entire club. And they're a 4-star reputation, continental side, reputation side. So it is very much David versus Goliath. It almost is an impossible task for us. But we'll go out there, we'll face them over two legs, we'll give them our very best and see where that takes us out. But I don't think we're quite well enough advanced as a European team yet to have any aspirations of taking down a Serie A side. But anyway, we'll see how we do. It's going to be exciting to see how we do get on. It's a real big test for us. But before we get to that, there's one game to catch you up on. It was in the league against Crusaders, a team we've had a little bit of trouble with so far this season. Let's see how we did against them, though. City Armstrong gave us a first half lead, and Cargbo sealed the points in the second half. So it wasn't a great game. You can see both teams had 3 shots on target. We relied on set pieces to get the job done for us, but we did get the job done. Armstrong with a goal and an assist. Let's hope that he's going to continue to kick on. McQuaid's form is becoming an issue for us. You can see his recent form, even just this season in general. He's not been the McQuaid that we've sort of come to know and love over previous seasons, although statistically in the league, it would suggest that he actually isn't having a bad season at all by his standards. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with him. But, yeah, there's some signs there that he's just not quite developing into someone I thought we were going to get that would be sort of a key player for us. He looks like he's going to be more of a squad player in the league. But anyway, that's fine. We need those players. And he's, of course, academy trained as well. But let's have a look and see what we're doing here. Actually, no, before we do this, we do need to have a look at the league table, don't we? And we can see, I mean, first place is gone, unfortunately. Linfield, 9 points clear. That's not happening. The battle now is to make sure we get that second spot secured against Larn. And we still have that 8-point gap to them. So that is absolutely key. But there is no league games today. It's all about Europe. Bologna home and away. But anyway, this is the team we're sending out. Now, I've thought long and hard about the best way to do this. And this is basically what I have come up with. So it's Jitter in goal. It's Davenport and Edgar as the back two. Unfortunately for us, where is he here? Simpson, not quite ready in time. He's back tomorrow. He's not match fit to get 90 minutes out of. So we're going to go with Edgar. The reason we're going with Edgar is basically his positioning. We're relying on that to hopefully just, be defensively solid. It's Hall down the right. It's McCulloch down the left. Gribben is going to go in there and play as a halfback. Just try and stop them from, or give a little bit of protection as much as anything, rather than play a flat back three. If there's only one man up top, it's going to be Napoleon and McGreevy in midfield. Armstrong, I'm really hoping he's going to have a good game for us. You can see his recent form is good. So we need him to continue that. McDade and Davidson go up top. Similarly with Davidson, we need him to get over his sulk. It's a big European game. This is the reason we signed these players, isn't it? The bench is Medley, Coyle, Bain, De Rosa, who is not really fit, but we need him in there. King and Fitzpatrick, so we can go to wingers if we need to. Cargbo's on the bench as well, and let's get out there. Okay, so we can see the team sheet. I mean, Puy, he was at Barcelona, isn't he? Telisso, this guy whose name I cannot pronounce, he's at Barcelona. We saw him in the beta save, didn't we? There is a number of names there that I recognise and a number of internationals in their squad as well. So we're really up against it here. We're the underdogs. Let's go out there, cause an upset. I mean, I think that's just about the only thing we can say. Let's try and pump our fists and try and get them really pumped up for this. We've got nothing out of Armstrong, which is annoying. And, well, here we go. This is huge, isn't it? Given that it's a home tie, we really, ideally, want to try and not let them score. If we can get away with, a 0-0, we just need to be in the second leg and not have too many away goals to try and catch up. I think if we concede any more than one away goal, then I think we will be in trouble. You always feel like we have a goal in us, whether it be from a corner or just, however it may come about. But more than that, then I think we might be in trouble. I would be absolutely fine if we were to never get a highlight, but unfortunately we do have one. And let's see what we can do with this. Can Gribben go and win this ball back for us? Not quite. Armstrong's there. Gribben again goes out to the fullback. Ball in. It's not looking great. And there's the opening goal. And it's 1-0. 16 minutes gone. What could we have done different here? I'm wondering. They're a vertical tiki-taka side, so McCullough's just got to stay out on his man, doesn't he? So I think seeing that, we are just going to make one or two tweaks here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and tell McCullough and Hall, just go and mark your man. Whoever it is that's out there, go and mark them. Don't get sucked into the ball. Just stay with the wide players. I maybe should have done that to start with. And I'm also wondering now, we'll push the line up a little bit. And just try. I mean, it looked like we were sitting a little bit too deep there, didn't it? So we'll do that as well. And let's see what becomes of this. Another highlight. Hall heads it clear. McDade goes to put some pressure on. I did toy with the idea of sitting Armstrong in as so we have sort of a flat three in midfield, but because we have the strikers man marking the fullbacks as they get back. Oh, back post. And I think the dream may be over here. So that's twice they've looked to get. I mean, the fact that they're playing wide makes me think they're not playing vertical tiki-taka at all here. The scouts have got this, I think, very wrong for us. So we might go and approach them as if they are not just a regular controlled possession or regular tiki-taki style, I think. Edgar, positioning, mate. Come on. I thought it was good. So yes, we will continue with that. But what we will also do is we'll go and counter-press them. And I think we'll keep a high line. Now, of course, and we might even look to defend with more width. Now, the problem with a high line, of course, is that Edgar, not the quickest. Let's try a demand more here. We've got an instant highlight. All right, are we going to get ourselves maybe back in this tie? No, we are not, as McGreevy gets beaten to the ball. And, well, he's offside, isn't he? He is offside. The flag's up. But Jitter makes a comfortable save in any case. I mean, they're playing well, and that's not ideal, is it? Let's encourage them. And, yeah, it's kind of, I think, a lot of you guys in the comments and in the Discord kind of said the same thing, that this is going to be really, really tough. The run probably ends here. Let's see if we can be better in the second half. That would be a nice thing. At least put up a fight, maybe win the second half, or at least don't lose it. But neither striker's particularly been in it, and I wonder, actually, if we switch to wingers. Let's do that. Okay, so we've made one sub. We've taken Davidson off. We've brought on Rory King to play out there on the right. Armstrong's going to play as an advanced playmaker out there on the left, where he has played well previously. McGreevy's going to be the deep-lying playmaker. We're going to try a new role for Napoleon and Mazzella. He drifts out. King cuts in. Hopefully that'll work. McDade will go up top, and Gribben will still stay on the field. What we don't want is to get absolutely smashed at home and then have nothing to play for in the second leg. As things stand at 2-0, they start a little bit complacent. We get one, you could maybe make an argument to say we could get back into it, however unlikely that may be. But yeah, if it was to get any worse, then it really would be in the realms of impossibility, wouldn't it? But here we go. Let's see if the wingers gets us anything here. Nice little flick on. King, who of course got the hat-trick last round, hits that straight at the goalkeeper. Dahlberg, of course, is Sweden's national goalkeeper. Slightly better than Jitter, perhaps. Controversial, I know. But to be fair, Jitter is actually a very decent goalkeeper, so I'm not too concerned by having him there. Now, what I'm wondering is it's not really working just now. So let's make one last... we could make another change. But let's take Armstrong off for Fitzpatrick. Let's get a winger on out there. Let's get Napoleon as an advanced playmaker. And see how we go. Napoleon's not having a great game. But we don't really have... unless we were to leave Armstrong on. But I don't think we want to do that. We've just not played... I mean, well, have we not played well, or is it just that they are better than us? I mean, you could make an argument to that probably either way. We haven't been great, but is that just because we're not good enough? McGreevy loses out, but Gribben picks it up. McDade back to McGreevy, looking for King. Fitzpatrick's getting forward. What can King do? He keeps the ball in nicely, whips the cross in. McDade, it's there for Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's a really good opportunity, and we needed that to go in, didn't we? We needed something to take with us to Italy, and 2-0 is going to be a very, very difficult score to overturn in that second leg. It's not completely impossible, but we haven't played well there, and make amends in the next game. Next game starts now. So there we go, Youthful Harlan and Wolf Welders come unstuck. We've given ourselves a lot of work to do. Davidson is just not playing well. Let's put our arm around him. You have to start scoring. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's give him a little bit of faith. There's a lot of work to do in the second leg. It's not impossible. So wait right there and we'll see if we can... it's almost impossible. See if we can do a miracle. Okay, welcome back. Now we've had a big blow ahead of the second leg. Luca Hall, 7 to 9 months with a damaged spine. That's not ideal because we've already given him a contract for next year as well, which I had already regretted even if he was fit. So yeah, that's far from ideal. The good news is that if we go up here, is that Lyon is back. Where is he here? He's just come back from his broken leg. Now, obviously, he is not going to be fit for this one. He hasn't played pretty much since the start of the season. So long term, well, not sure, I guess medium term, we're okay at right back. But for this one, it's going to be Bain. But let's have a look and see exactly what we're doing here. Can we overturn a 2-0 deficit? Almost certainly not. We're expecting, again, a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And this is a team we're going with. We are going to try something different. I think we looked better and played better with the wingers. So Jitter in goal. It's McCulloch, Davenport. Simpson is back fit. He starts this one with Bain. It's Napoleon and McGreevy in midfield. McGreevy, we're going to keep faith with that Mazzella role. See how he gets on. Yeah, we'll do that. So it's going to be King, Armstrong, and Fitzpatrick. McDade up top. A bench of the goalkeeper, Gribben. O'Hare to cover at right back. Says he can kind of do it, so we'll see what happens. De Rossa, Davidson, Fisher, and Cargbo. Let's see if we can pull off a miracle. So we can see the team sheets there. It looks kind of similar. Ronnie Lopez is in their team. I don't think he played the first leg, did he, or did I miss that? It's just a team of better players than us, isn't it? We're huge underdogs. Go out there, show everyone what you've got. I'm convinced we can end this run. Let's maybe try that. We need something a little bit out of the ordinary here, don't we? So let's hope that works. Armstrong is looking hesitant. That's not ideal. Now, while we are waiting for the game to get underway, I do have to say a first call for Viewers Player of the Year nominees. It might even be a last call, actually. So just give me your nominees now. I'm assuming, and hopefully wrongly so, that this isn't going to end well for us. And that basically means our season revolves around the Irish Cup. So we'll have a quarterfinal, semi-final, and a final. I'm not sure if I'm going to show the quarterfinal because it's against a lower league team and we should be able to beat them and beat them quite comfortably. So this could be final call, first and last call for the Viewers Player of the Year nominees. So let me know, comments, Discord, however you want to do it, who you would nominate as your best or favourite player this season. And there's a lot of contenders. We've had a lot of good players. This guy's one of them, I think. McDade, can he beat his man? Not quite there. King would be another one. There's a lot, to be honest, there's not that many not been that many bad players. Napoleon's been good at times. We've got some solid defenders in there. Jitter's been decent, but there's a goal, and we now need 3. And that's one of those. I mean, we didn't need to be conceding in the 5th minute, that's for sure. But that's one of those. I'm not sure we could have done too much more here. It's a cracking finish. Jitter's absolutely no chance of that. I think you could have a young Gigi Buffon in goal, and it wouldn't have made a difference there. And that's just the difference, isn't it? We don't have necessarily that sort of quality, and it's just not that much we can do about it. We needed to score first, and that's outside the penalty area. Hopefully we're not going to waste time by going to check VAR, but there we go. Yes, we are. Let's give them a focus. Coming into this one, we've done defensive work. We've also worked on attacking set pieces, both corners and free kicks. Just trying to find, a way to goal, but unfortunately for penalty. That was outside. That was outside. I'm almost positive that was outside. Are we going to go 2-0 down inside 20 minutes? Jitter can't make the save. Lopez has a double. And, well, I'll watch it back when I'm editing, but I'm convinced that that foul was outside the box. It's a good penalty. I always wonder, like, goalkeepers shouldn't move before the kick is taken, because if it's a kick like that, you're not getting to it anyway. You can only really save the bad one. So I'm okay with Jitter sort of standing there and letting the penalty taker make his move. What we don't want is to get completely embarrassed here. That's headed away by McDade. Yeah, I don't really know what we can do differently to try and get in this game, because we need possession. We're not getting any highlights, are we? There's a ball forward from Bain, but there's no one there. And I wonder if we try and lower the tempo. Just try and take our time with things a little bit more. We've won that cleanly. All right, can we get him on the break here? Napoleon strides forward. McDade's up there. McGreevy's getting forward as well. We've got options. He goes, oh, it's a good ball. Armstrong is there. Can Armstrong find a finish? He can, and Anthony Armstrong. It's unlikely to make a difference in the tie. Let's be honest, it's 4-1 on aggregate, 2-1 on the night, but it's nice to have scored a goal. That is for sure. What a pass from Napoleon, little reverse ball, the defender couldn't stop it, and Armstrong has tucked it away nicely. We are just starting to see a little bit more from Armstrong. He's still sulking, he's still somewhat annoying me, but we're starting to see a little bit more from him, and that's important. Fitzpatrick's not having a great game. He hasn't had a great game for a while, actually. Let's get Davidson on out there for him, a first-half substitute. There's no point mucking around, is there? If we can get a second goal before half-time, do we start to believe again? Are we going to score 4 goals in Italy? Unlikely, but you never know. There's a cracking ball for Fitzpatrick. Can he find the finish? He can! Let's cancel that Oh, no! It's always disallowed, isn't it? It's disallowed. How offside was it? If we go in 2-2 at the break, you just fancy us that maybe we could have the incredible comeback, but not to be. And if it wasn't for that dubious penalty as well, what do we say? Unlucky, boys? I could get on board with that. We finished that half quite well, didn't we? So that's okay. Fitzpatrick isn't having his best game. I wonder if maybe we do make that change. He's unlucky not to get that goal, but Davidson can play out there, so we'll make that one, and we'll get out there for the second half. And we'll see what we can do here. If we can score first, you never know. We're actually playing the better team. We've had more chances in this game. If we can get an early goal, is it on? There's a cross in. It's headed away. Can we get to that first, somebody? No. That's the problem with not having a defensive midfielder in, isn't it? But obviously we have to score goals, so there's no point doing that. And we have fallen behind early in the second half. Not behind, but they've scored again. And they are just that little bit too good for us. And by a little bit, I mean significantly. Bain at right back. I mean, it's completely unfair on him. He's a youngster. He shouldn't be. He's not expected to play at this level. But we're just a little bit outnumbered at the back. 5-1 on aggregate now. And there's Mikey Bain. I mean, he's okay, but he's not there yet. He's only 17. So it's just a little bit unlucky. But, Hall may not have done any better there either. So let's not be too harsh on him. Let's encourage them. Is there anything else we want to do here? I'm wondering, McCullough is a booking away from a suspension. But, early rounds of next season, to be honest, we might even have a better left back in by then anyway. Armstrong gets it forward to nobody. McDade's not having a great game. I wonder if we try Cargbo up top. We've won it back there through Armstrong. Napoleon picks his pass to McDade. Across there for Davidson. Let's see what he can do as a winger. He's done well so far. Can he find the finish? Oh, he can. Davidson makes it 3-2 on the night. His 13th of the season. Now, of course, most of those goals were at Glentoran. But we put our arm around him after last game, said we had faith in him to get a goal, and he's gone and repaid that faith the next game. Off the bench. Not the best goalkeeping you'll see, but, you know, he's a Serie A goalkeeper. He's obviously not the worst. And, well, let's see if we can demand more. What we don't want to do, of course, now is go and concede another goal. 5-2 on aggregate. Let's take McDade off. Let's get Cargbo on up there. He's obviously going to be a target man. And is there anything else? King's not having the best game, so let's get Fisher on. It's a good opportunity to help him kind of settle into the club with some game time as well. So we'll make those changes. And see if we can get back 3-3 on the night. Would be nice, wouldn't it? But we've played well. It's a shame about that first leg. But there we go. The European adventure does indeed end at the round of 16 stage. And putting the result aside, that was a pleasing performance. I think we can just about get on board with that, can't we? So there we go. First leg triumph helps Bologna past the Welders. We fought hard for it, didn't we? We didn't give them an easy ride in the second leg, but ultimately, let me know what you guys think. I just feel like we're not at that level yet. So that brings the European adventure to an end. Look at the finances. We're in a really good spot there, aren't we? That's not too bad at all. We've made a profit of 3 million after losing almost 2 million last season. So that should bode well for the future. And what we can do now is we'll probably be able to get away with getting some upgrades to the facilities as well. So we'll do the training facilities first, I think. And then see what's left after that. Actually, we can ask for that now, because we're not going to have any more money than we have right now, are we? So let's go facilities, training facilities, and it looks like they've agreed to it, so that's excellent. All right, so that will do it for today. Don't forget to go and leave me your nominees for Viewers Player of the Year, because we will probably almost certainly be voting on it next episode. It's going to be Larne in the semi-finals of the Peaky Blinders Cup. That's assuming we get past Ballyclare Comrades, who are a second-tier side. So we should be able to do that. So I think that's what we'll do, is we'll come back for the semi-final, assuming, as I said, we get past Ballyclare, which I'm confident we will do. So the semi-final and whatever game in the split comes up before that. So if you've enjoyed this, hit thumbs up. Let me know. Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing, but it's not unexpected, I don't think. So I'll see you next time for the semi-finals of the Cup, hopefully. And, yeah, let's hope we're back in Europe again next season. Take care.